He just dropped the lid.
Got a kid that is Jack Manning.
Yeah.
You see him? I don't see him on the. He's not number two, I don't think. He's not number two on this.
Oh,
I'll look through real quick.
probably just a mistype. I bet it's something with a 2 on the end of it. Look for a number with a 2 in the end. Jack Manning,
Jack Manning.
62. The 6 went away.
So he's doing double duty.
Yeah, I noticed that. I
A
mean,
couple of guys, I see Jack Manning.
rockers seem pretty close to what I have.
And Pierce Fisher both.
All honestly, rockers did was just add more guys to the list than what I had. But West, I mean, yeah, they changed a ton from what I had on film. Their coach is just impossible to get a hold of.
It's impossible what?
To get a hold of.
At West?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what were you saying you want me to do on the first drive?
You've already highlighted the heck out of that sheet, haven't you?
Well, I mean, this is just.
Take the pink highlighter.
Okay.
Now take the pink highlighter, and I would go on Lee Summit West, on offense and on defense. Try to highlight.
Names.
Yeah, if I don't have their name or I don't get to their name immediately, highlight it, and then we'll get back to it, just so I have it for later.
Right, the number should be right, so it's just.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, when they're winning, that Sims was their running back with Duncan, and now they got him listed as a wide receiver, which is kind of funny position change, I guess.
Attention all fans of tonight's game, Rockhurst High School.
What do they have listed as here?
Tobacco-free zone. There's no smoking or
I
chewing
mean, yeah, he's a running
tobacco
back.
allowed at the stadium or in close proximity to the stadium. We thank you for your cooperation. Also, I'd like to remind you that only authorized personnel are allowed on the football field or on the track. All spectators should remain out of the game. Plain sight.
Welcome into Tony Severino Field here as the Hawklets get ready to take on the Lee Summit West Titans in what should be a close battle between the number 2 team in the Metro against the Titans, who are currently unranked. They had a rough week last week, coming in over after a loss at Liberty North 31-0. Against Liberty North, they really struggled to stop the run, giving up over 200 yards on the ground. So that is something they will have to batten down the hatches and adjust if they want to stop the run this week against Rockhurst, On the flip side of that, Rockhurst sitting at 3-0. Like I mentioned, the number 2 team in the Metro, coming in after a big win. They were home last week, a 42-25 win over Olathe North. As we would get ready in this one, the captains are doing the coin toss. See here. Looks like the Titans will receive.
Rockhurst has won the toss and deferred their selection to the second half.
There you go. So Rockhurst will get the ball in the second half. Titans will start on offense. Looking at that offense, it's going to be Dawson Edwards, the 6'5" junior quarterback, who will be running the helm for the Titans. Last couple of weeks, the Titans have struggled on offense. Week 1, week 3, week 2, they got the win. But offensively, there just hasn't been a lot there. And in a game when you're playing such a powerful, firepower, heavy team like Rockhurst, it's going to be so important to get the offense going early. I look for West to get going on the run game. I think you got to take what is there for you in this one. They're a team that is really good at running screen plays, jet sweeps. Just misdirections is what Lee Summit West's bread and butter has been when they won in week 2 against Oak Park. I look for them to get back to that recipe, just using misdirection to try to create availability, open spaces for their playmakers to take advantage of. This is a game, though, that if they do struggle early on offense, this one could get out of hand early. So it is oh so important every drive to find a way to get points for the Titans if they want to pull off the upset here on the road. This is obviously not a small asking of Lee Summit West.
Kicking off the Rockhurst from 95, Oliver Priestley, back deep for the Titans. The 22 taking on Sims.
Sims will return for the Titans, the running back / receiver, gadget player for Lee Summit West. Super shifty, super fast guy. Sims has that jet speed as we get ready for kickoff here. The kick is up, and it is a short one. It's going to be fair caught at the 20-yard line. Just a short kickoff there. I think Rockhurst heeding the advice here, kicking away from Sims, the speedy returner, not letting him get an opportunity to possibly get a big play there. So that'll set up a 1st and 10 for Lee Summit West at the 21-yard line. See what Coach Willie Horn dialed up this week for the Titans. Rockers will start in what looks to be a 3-down line set. They bounce back between 3 and 4 down linemen. First down, you see a lot of the 3 down, but as you get closer to a first down, they usually come in heavier looks, sitting at 4. But they'll start in 3. West will start, receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Edwards takes the snap. It will be a handoff on play 1 up the middle. Not a lot of space there. He's trying to break a few tackles. Duncan, they're more of their power back between Sims and Duncan. Only a gain of 1 on 1st and 10 for the Titans. That'll set up a 2nd and 9. I think it is oh so important for Lee Summit West to establish the run early in this game. 2 receivers to the right. Edwards sends a receiver in motion. It's going to be handoff up the middle once again to Duncan, who runs into his own man and is going nowhere. That looks like Cash Lewandowski in on the tackle there. Lewandowski is a gadget player for the Hawklets. They can put him anywhere on offense or on defense, and he can wreak havoc. He's a game wrecker. So that sets up a 3rd and long for Lee Summit West. We talked about how important it is to find points early in this game. Sitting here on a 3rd and about 8 yards. Line up at single back. Edwards takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Sends one deep downfield. That's going to be in and out of the hands of number 22. He was trying to hit Sims, the speedy receiver / running back. He had this man beat. He was there. The ball just in and out of his hands. Could have been a huge play there for West, the kind of play you need in a game when you're playing the number 2 team in the Metro, but it is not to be. A big break there for Rockhurst after the drop. So that'll force a punt on 4th and 8 from the Titans.
In the punt to the Titans, number 41, Aiden Nukes, back deep for Rockhurst, number 15, Cass Lewandowski.
And there it is. We talked about the gadget player Lewandowski, who will be on the return. They barely get this one off, as they did have a blocked punt last week. Lewandowski will call for a fair catch around the 50-ish yard line. We'll see where they mark him. About the 49, I believe, is where the Hocklets offense will take over.
Rockhurst 49, Hocklets will have him play first and 10. 29 yards on the punt.
A week ago, they got up early, up 21-0, as Rockers can score fast and make you pay. Charlie Luce, the senior quarterback, 6'3", 390 pounds, has had an impressive season so far. Very consistent, very smart with the football, taking what's available. Very few incompletions, only 1 interception on the season so far. Luce will start from under center. Fullback comes in motion. It's going to be a pitch to the left side. It's going to be a hold there. Fight for about 5 yards. It's going to be Von Pham.
Back by number 26, Jonathan Pinto.
Von Pham getting some extra action today. Listed as the starting running back. Last week it was a lot of Pierce Fisher, number 11. We might see at some point in this game, but so far it is Von Pham getting the carries early in this one for the Hocklets. Come out in a similar formation. It's going to be a handoff this time up the middle to the fullback. That's going to be Newberger. Bo Newberger, number 33, is an absolute tank of a runner. A Mike Allstott kind of back for you, just a power runner. When he's either running the ball or lead blocking, he can create massive run plays just out there in space, getting lead blocks on safeties and corners or linebackers, springing big runs. Something that West is going to have to account for. Rockers, 3 receivers to the right. It's going to be a play action, rolling to the right. Luce, nowhere to go, breaks back left. He's going to take it himself. Luce doesn't run a lot, so obviously West had everything covered when Luce takes off. He's going to be a gain of a few there. He had all time in the world in the pocket there, just obviously nothing open downfield. That'll set up a 2nd and 9 for Rockers. Let's see if they go back to the run here. Found success on their first downs, running the ball back-to-back plays, picking up the first down. They're the gain of 1 after a broken down pass play, running by Luce. Let's see if they dial it back up to the run and hand it off to Von Pham here. It's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a hand of Pham breaking to the right side, fighting for extra yardage. Solid gain of around 6. Levi Warner for the Titans in on the tackle. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 now for Rockers. Very manageable. We saw it on their first drive, the hand to the very powerful fullback Newberger. See if they call his number here. Short yardage has been his money spot. Newberger does line up right behind Luce. It's exactly what they do. Hand off to Newberger. It's going to be close. Breaking it to the left side. He bounced to that one. There was no one there up the middle. Had to bounce it outside, fighting for extra yardage to see if they give him the first down here or not. And it is good enough for a first down. They'll move the chains and keep this drive alive for the Hocklets. Lee Summit West trying to get a big stop there. Would have been massive for them to hold them to a field goal or no points at all, depending on what Rockers would have done there. Now 4th and short, you got to imagine they would go for it. But going to be a play action, roll out left for Luce, looking for anything downfield. Going to find his receiver on the left sideline, who's going to be tackled after a big gain of around 15 yards.
Number 12, Charlie
Riley Sullivan on the catch there on the sideline, finding his man open. He's looking downfield, trying to find Blake Thomas, his popular target from a week ago, but he was covered, able to find Sullivan. Sullivan's been his go-to guy, the big 6'5" wide receiver in the past games. Just last week kind of might have been game planned out. Been able to get him going early with a gain of 15. Got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left here for Luce. It's going to be a rollout right this time. Everyone goes with him. Luce is going to look, find, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown. Right back to Sullivan. We talked about it. He's been a popular target in past games for them. And they'll find him in the end zone here once again. Back-to-back catches for Sullivan for around 20 yards and good enough for a Hawklets touchdown. That is going to make the score 6-0. Rockers over Lee Summit West. That is exactly, obviously, on the flip side of that, not what West wanted. The 3-and-out, Rockers scoring. As it looks like Warren Robinson's going to run on here late. Try to avoid the penalty here as the PAT is up, and it is right down the middle.
Get a shake with your points and some.
So 7-0 Rockers over Lee Summit West. We will see what the answer is for the Titans. One more 3-and-out could be detrimental for them. We're going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back after this ad here.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field here as the Hawklets lead the Titans 7-0. Lee Summit West went 3-and-out in their first possession. And then the Hawklets answered with a touchdown on their first possession on offense. It was Charlie Luce hitting Riley Sullivan in the right corner of the end zone. Hawkers running a lot of rolling out there, getting Luce out on the sideline, finding his targets downfield. The Hawklets will send this one away to the Titans, see if they let Sims return it this time. Sims lets it bounce in front of him, corrals it at the 10-yard line, looking to go back right. No one there. Trying to go left, finding any ounce of space. Nothing there this time for Sims. So that'll bring back out Dawson Edwards in that Titans offense. So they watch their defense give up a touchdown from the sideline and see if what they have to answer with. First drive, it was a lot of Duncan, which I think is someone you need to get going in this game. They need to be able to establish the run game if they want to hang around with Rockers. You cannot expect Dawson Edwards to throw you in this game and keep you in it. See if they give Sims a carry here. Sims is their speed back. I'd like to see him get some action out of the backfield. They're going to come out 3 wide to the right here of Edwards. Edwards takes the low snap. It's going to be a fake handoff. It's going to be a screen play caught by, I believe, Sims, making a man miss, breaking inside. Little Jets bubble screen there to the right side. Getting their playmaker the ball in space. I had that written down in my pregame notes about how, you know, the screens, the run is kind of how West is going to have to be able to stick around in this game. Just kind of more gadget plays to open up possibly something downfield. We saw last drive, Sims open down the sideline, dropping what could have been a big play. So those might be there. Going to go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the top of the screen. Edwards dropping back. Going to sidearm it this time to the sideline. It's going to be caught. I believe that's Corey Lyles. Or is that number 1 here? It's going to be Brakefield, actually. Number 1, number 2, closely looking. But Blakefield, the senior receiver, looking to get a lot of action in this game. He wasn't available week 2 for Lee Summit West. Didn't get really any action at all. to see if they can lean on the senior here a little bit to find some offense. Obviously, the offense has been absent for Lee Summit West last week. So anyone that can bring it will be accepted, I think, here for Coach Horn. But right there, getting Sims the ball in play one and going back to the senior receiver, Brakefield, is exactly what you want to see from this West offense. Going to your key players, your key seniors. I expect to run here with Alexander Duncan now on 1st and 10. So the first down of the Titans of this early game. So we have about 5:50 to go here in the first quarter still. Going to go 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the top of the screen. 2 backs in the backfield this time for the Titans. Edwards takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle this time. Not a lot of space there. Looks like number 31 for Lee Summit West. It's got to be Snipe with the carry there. Snipe just trying to get some going. He hasn't been a running back for West a lot this year, so seeing Snipe in a new role, seeing what he can do for Lee Summit West, is they'll expect them to try out some players in some different positions. Obviously, the season not going how they want. This time is going to be a handoff once again to Snipe up the middle. A lot of speed from him. It's going to be close to a first down. They're not going to give him the first down, though. It's going to be 3rd and short here, so let's see what West decides to do here on 3rd and 1 about. Sims comes in motion. Edwards looking to the sideline. Changing the play here for Lee Summit West. Looks like they might go quarterback sneak here with the big 6'5" quarterback. Nowhere to go. Bounces up the middle. Initially didn't have it, but bounced outside and had enough for the first down. As saw a few helmets come off there. Things might have got a little chippy there towards the end of the play, but it does look like Dawson Edwards has enough for the first down on the second attempt. Might be a penalty here as the officials gather and talk about it. I did see a helmet hit the ground. I'm not sure. It was kind of away from the play, but no penalty. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Lee Summit West. 2 receivers to the left. They're going to go 2 in the backfield here for Edwards. High snap handled. It's going to be handoff, but Rockers all over this one as they sent some pressure and some heat on that play, expecting the run on first down there, and they blew it up in the backfield. Nowhere to go that time. I believe that was Snipes once again with the carry. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 for Lee Summit West on their second attempt here. Trying to find points. They've been held scoreless twice this season, so definitely something you kind of got to get out of the way early in this game and forget about and just start playing some football. It's going to be a drop back throw. It's going to just be high and away. Nowhere near his target that time for Edwards. Trying to go back to his senior Brakefield there on the sideline, but Brakefield not there and a miscommunication possibly. Similar to their first drive, now we see the Titans sitting in a 3rd and long. Last time, 3rd about 12, they went to Sims down the sideline, who should have had it. See what the play call here is this time on 3rd down for Coach Horn. Edwards takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to feel pressure off that right side. Makes one miss, throws it downfield. Trying to track back to the ball. That's going to be caught by the Titans. A play that should have been a sack results in a big-time first down for Lee Summit West. Edwards, it's not an easy guy to bring down at 6'5", 225 pounds. Being able to extend the play and find his target downfield. Impressive play there by the Titans. So their crowd goes crazy. They know how important that play is. That'll set him up with a fresh set of downs here. On about the 13-yard line, it's going to go a pitch play this time. It's going to be Snipe once again, nowhere to go. It's going to be Cash Lewandowski all over that one. Brakefield, obviously, with the massive catch on 3rd and long. We talked about it. 3rd and long, first drive. Should have had Sims. Didn't have him this time on 3rd and long. They are able to answer the call. It's going to be Brakefield with the big catch. Sets up a 2nd and 11 here after the blown-up pitch play. Edwards takes the snap, rolls out right. He's got right behind him. Makes another man miss this time. Throws the end zone, touchdown, Titans. It's going to be Sims, as Dawson Edwards is proving to be not an easy guy to bring down. A couple of times Rockhurst has had him in the backfield with nowhere to go, but able to make them miss and break the sack, evading the pressure, finding his go-to target, Sims. Only 5'7", but, man, he got open there in the middle of the end zone. No one on him. That is going to make this game 7-6. As if you're the Titans, you got to be happy to find a way to get on the scoreboard early in this one. The PAT is up. And it is good. That is going to make this game 7-7.
Get a shake.
One, no points. Week 3, no points. But here against the number 2 team in the Metro on the road, able to find points in their first drive, their second drive, exactly what they needed. They want to hang around in this game enough to pull off a massive upset. With that, we're going to take a quick break and be right back here on 810varsity.com. Welcome back as we have a tied football game. The Titans able to find the end zone. It was Tavion Sims, number 22, with the touchdown. A great pass there from Dawson Edwards. Dawson Edwards with 2 huge plays on that last drive. Good passing from this junior quarterback. He struggled at times, so it's good to see him looking sharp in this one. Of course, Rocker is not what they want to see. They just want to get the win and move on to next week, but they will get the ball back here with a chance to answer, as they are now all tied up with the Titans, 7 apiece. The officials believe there might be a delay of game here on the Titans. On the kickoff, we'll see what the officials have to say. I believe that might have been a delay of game on the Titans. That's going to back them up. Yeah. So, not getting the kickoff in time for the Titans. It seemed like that was taking an unusual amount of time. So, it's exactly what it was doing, and that'll back them up just a little bit, possibly giving Rockers a chance to do something here on the return. If you're Rockers here, I mean, you just kind of got to stick to what you've been doing so far in this game. The power runs have been there. The play action rollouts from Charlie Luce, finding his targets downfield. I think get back to their bread and butter. But once again, I believe there's going to be an offsides now on the Titans. So trouble here with the kickoff, the delay of game, now an offsides. As it looks like the Hawklets are going to get some really good field position here, as Lee Summit West is just setting them up. So we'll try the kickoff once again. You know what they say, 3rd time is the charm, folks. So all should go well this time, and then Rockers should be back on offense. But like I was saying, I think the power run is exactly what they need to get back to for Rockers. Whether it's Von Fahm or handing the ball off to Newberger, they found success doing that in drive 1. Then obviously Riley Sullivan with 2 impressive catches, the touchdown. So we will see what we have in store here, as we now are set to send it away once again, as the kick is up. Good kick here, honestly, for the penalty yard. It's going to be fielded at about the 10-yard line for Rockers, working to the right. It's got a lane, makes one man miss, and pushed out at about the 43-yard line. Lewandowski, he was there on the touchdown pass, just missed the sack when Dawson Edwards found Sims for the touchdown. So making it up immediately after the missed sack with a great return, getting to the 43-yard line for Rockers as they start here almost at midfield. As we'll see what Luce has in order for us. The Titans on defense will definitely need to adjust some things. It seemed like a lot of the rollouts for Luce had way too much time in the pocket, being able to find anyone downfield. See if Lee Summit West starts dialing up some pressure to make Luce feel a little bit more uncomfortable in the pocket. That's quite the tall favor to ask, though, considering all the senior linemen for Rockers. It's going to be a run this time to the left side. Von Fahm with the run again. The stretch working to the left side for a gain of about 6 yards. Should set up a 2nd and 4 here for Rockers. We'll call it a 2nd and long 3 here for Rockers. Their 2nd drive of the game. First one resulting in a touchdown caught by Sullivan, number 5, the senior wide receiver. Fullback comes in motion. It's going to be a pitch to the right, right back to Von Fahm, working to the right side. Lots of yardage, runs a man over, and then down. The ball is out late there. I believe they should call him down here. We'll see what the play call is here. Titans obviously jumping on the football as soon as it came out, but will be a first down. A big run there from Von Fahm, but I think we'd be remiss not to mention Brian Newberger, the fullback, springing that big run, setting up for the run for Von Fahm, and then Von Fahm running over a Titans linebacker. I believe that was A.J. Fan, number 33, who took a ride there. 1st and 10 now for the Hawklets from about the 36-yard line. Rockers comes out. Going to go tight end set to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Newberger, the fullback in the backfield, offset. It's going to be a handoff once again, this time to who other than Cash. Breaking to the left side, makes a man miss, and then up the sideline, jumping out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. A really good stretch play there by the Titans. It's going to be Lewandowski. Cash had the really good return, and then this time getting active at running back. Heck, Lewandowski has about 60 of these yards on this drive, including special teams and that run there. It's going to be a 1st and goal for Rockers now. As Rockers, I've talked about it last week, the Titans really struggled stopping the run when they were playing Liberty North, and that's something that Rockers has seen, and they're definitely taking advantage of. It's going to be a rollout this time for Luce. They did send pressure, no one there. Luce breaks it to the left, though, making a couple-man miss. Does he have the angle? He will walk in for a Hocklet touchdown. Charlie Luce making 2 miss in the backfield. But there is a flag down. So this could be big. Will this take the touchdown away? It will not. The penalty will be declined. It was a holding on the defense. So Charlie Luce getting active on the ground. That time it seems like West did send pressure, but Luce was able to evade it. Very similar to on the flip side of that, Dawson Edwards, the quarterback for the Titans, being able to evade a lot of the pressure from the blitzes. PAT is up, and it is right down Broadway. It's going to make this game 14-7. Rockhurst once again over Lee Summit West. We're going to take a quick break and be right back after some advertising here on 810varsity.com.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper shopper. Chopper shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper shopper and start saving even more today.
Welcome back as Rockers has taken the lead back from the Titans, making this a 14-7 game. They had a good kick return from Lewandowski, setting them up with great field position around midfield. A couple of run plays from Von Fahm and Lewandowski himself, setting them up with the 1st and goal. Then it was Charlie Luce, the quarterback, taking over there on 1st and goal. Rolled out right, nothing was there, then felt some pressure. Rolled back to his left and able to find the angle to the left pylon for a touchdown and making this game 14-7. As Rockers will now kick it off and away to the Titans. It's going to be a really short pooch kick here to the Titans. It's going to be fair caught at around the 35-yard line. It's been an interesting kickoff tactics here from Rockhurst as they keep sending these short, shallow kicks to the right side. Looks like maybe trying to avoid kicking the ball off to the speedster Sims of Lee Summit West. But Titans will take over at the 38-yard line, actually, excuse me. A little bit further up than I thought. Was not a great kickoff from Rockhurst, unless, like I said, that's the play design because they've all kind of looked that way so far. So West trying to answer back. Obviously, they are not expected to win tonight. This is a tall task trying to beat the number 2 team in the Metro, but they are in this game only down a touchdown. They'll just need to keep it going on offense. Receiver comes in motion here. It's going to be a fake handoff. It's going to hit the receiver that came in motion on a sweep. He's going to catch it and fight for extra yardage. It's going to be a gain of about 15, but there's a flag down. See what the call here is. Titans with a good play there. We talked about it. A lot of misdirection, motion plays, sweeps, screens, just anything to get their playmakers out in space behind the line of scrimmage and able to work upfield. It was a great play design, a great call there by the Titans, but it all might be going away. Actually, the penalty is going to be picking up. No penalty on the play. As obviously some Rockhurst fans here not happy with the officials picking up the penalty there. But no penalty, the play will stand. As not sure what the Titans are doing here. They're going to break out of a line into their formation quickly, just not giving Rockhurst a lot of time to adjust. Going to be a quick snap here by Edwards, rolling out right. He's going to take it himself. He doesn't run a lot for a big quarterback, but he will pick up a few there. Interesting play by the Titans. You saw they came out and almost, it looked like a straight line. The center was the line leader, and they broke out into formation, trying to give Rockhurst no time to adjust to the look. But Rockhurst being able to stop that play, whatever they had going, I can't imagine that it was a designed run there for Edwards. It's only going to be a gain of about 5 or 6, but nonetheless, it sets up a 2nd and 4 for the Titans, as they are well on their way to trying to answer that touchdown from the Hawklets. Edwards is going to hand the ball off up the middle, fighting for extra yards. He will have enough for the first down. I believe that is Snipe with the first down run. Lewandowski will bring him down, but that'll end the first quarter here as we are up 14-7 Hawklets over Titans. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Welcome back as the Titans are marching, trying to tie this game back up at 14 apiece. Edwards takes the snap, sensing some pressure, is going to roll out to his left, throwing back across his body, trying to get it to the guy who caught the touchdown earlier, Tavion Sims, but was not them. Tavion Sims has been a weapon for Lee Summit West all season long, and I think he's going to have to be more involved, even though he has the touchdown, just needs to stay involved in their game plan if West wants to hang around with Rockhurst. But they are on a good drive here. Just need no penalties. Let's play some clean, smart football. I like a good bubble screen here. I think they might have Rockers on that. Receiver to the top of the screen all by himself, one down low. They're going to go 2 backs in the backfield plus a tight end offset the tackle. It is going to be a quick jump to the Sims in space, but he's going to be blown up. They hit him on a quick swing play there. Nowhere to go. Sims out of the backfield. I like the play call, trying to get him open in space, but Rockhurst was all over it and ready for it. Newberger, the outside linebacker for Rockhurst, blew it up. That'll make it a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long has been nothing but a touchdown last time for the Titans. It was not a touchdown, it was a first down, but on a broken down play, about 40 yards downfield, he found a break field. So takes the drop back here for Edwards. Looking downfield once again, nothing's there. Just rolling out right. It's trying to just buy time, but it's going to be taken down for a sack. Edwards, they've had quite a lot of time there, so good coverage. It's going to be a coverage sack by the Hawklets. Murphy with the sack for Rockhurst. Good coverage there by the Hawklets downfield. Like I said, Edwards had quite a bit of time in the pocket. Just nothing there. So that's going to force the Titans to punt it away. So giving the ball back to Rockhurst. 11 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Rockhurst would like nothing more than to take this ball right down the field and go up 21-7, hopefully putting the Titans in the rearview mirror. It's going to be a high punt, not a lot of distance on it, but it's going to be good. It's going to bounce at the 10, take a friendly Titans bounce, but no one's there to cover it. It's going to be a touchback. It's going to go out of the back of the out of the corner of the end zone for a touchback. It was an amazing punt. He set his guys up for downing it at the 1, but no one could get to the ball. So that is where Rockhurst will take over the 20-yard line after the touchback. Rockhurst has been able to do quite a bit here on offense running the ball, and I just don't see them going away from that. It's been there with Von Fahm and Newberger all day, as well as getting Lewandowski, the rock some, out of the backfield. I mean, West has struggled against stopping the run all season long, and if it's something you can just continue to exploit, I don't see why they wouldn't. There's going to be a fake toss, then a jet sweep end around by the Hawklets to number 5. It's going to be Sullivan. Going to be close to a first down here. Going to mark him a few yards short, I believe. So Sullivan getting active there. Going to make it a 2nd and 1 for Rockhurst. See them go to that run here. I expect it to be Newberger, the fullback, up the middle. The defense chant breaks out for the away team. A big 2nd and 1 here. It is going to be a handoff up the middle, but it's not going to be Newberger. It's going to be number 42, fighting for extra yardage. West had him initially and able to break through. That's going to be Henry Coppinger getting some action at fullback. Stepping in for the other linebacker who usually gets some action at fullback, Newberger. So Rockhurst really utilizing their linebackers at fullback, able to run for those tough yards when they need the short yardage. Coppinger that time with the first down. They're going to go stack to the right, roll out for loose. He's going to throw and hit his man in stride. It's going to be caught for an easy first down from the Titans. Number 80, that's going to be Warren Robertson. Excuse me, 88, Sullivan. So the other tight end getting the first down there. It's going to be a 1st and 10, though, for the Rockers to take over at the 46-yard line as this drive continues. Go 2 receivers to the left. Fullback comes in motion. It's that pitch play they've ran quite a bit. Newberger gets a good block. It's going to be Von Fahm fighting for about a gain of 7. A.J. Fain, the senior linebacker for the Titans, in on the tackle. So they went away from Newberger on the short yardage last time, but get him right back in there to lead block. His blocking from the fullback position has been so impressive every time, finding somebody downfield to just blow up. But they're going to, I didn't see this, but they're going to call a flag for an illegal motion. They're going to take that big play to Sullivan, the tight end, away. So that sets them up with first and about 15 here instead of a first down. Luce takes the snap, looking downfield. A lot of time rolling out right, trying to motion his man upfield. Throws it to him. It's going to be a grab and a pull by the Titans there. Going to draw the flag. It's going to be pass interference by the Titans. Trying to get it to Thomas, the popular receiver from a week ago. Loose spot time rolling out. Told him to go upfield on the one-on-one. He honestly, if it wasn't for the pass interference, it might have been a touchdown there. So possibly a smart play by the Titans. He had no safety help, and he knew it, so pulling the receiver back with him. Thomas knows, Blake Thomas showed last week how much speed he has. Just going back to a week ago, he had 3 catches for 157 yards and 3 touchdowns. One of those about 60 or 70 yards for a touchdown in one play last week. So he's got speed, and he can beat you deep, so not a terrible idea by the Titans pulling on his jersey there, making sure he doesn't get that separation. We'll see what the officials decide to do here. Holding defense will be the call. Oh, but there's an eligible receiver downfield. It's going to be offsetting penalties. So that's going to be actually still first and 15, so forget everything we've just talked about in the last minute. We'll do it all over again. As the Hawks still trying to get this offensive drive going. They got the first down, but need to make up these penalty yardage. I know it's 15 yards, but it just seems like the run has worked so well as Newberger and Thomas will both check in for the Titans here. Changing the formational look a little bit here on first and 15. I just feel like passing the ball is something you can do, but Lee from the West really has no answer for the run. I feel like you could run this and be able to pick up a lot of yards, but it's going to be a timeout with Rockers, and with that timeout, we're going to go ahead and take one with them. We're going to send it to a break here on 810varsity.com. We'll be right back after this.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done.
Okay.
Anything else?
Now, a golf club? Not
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
For a friend.
of course,
I'm just anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know. I went to Dix.com.
Thank you. I love you.
Wow, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field. The Hawklets are facing a first and 15. A couple of penalties on this drive. They had the initial one that made it a 5-yard penalty. Then just a play ago, a defensive holding saved a touchdown, I believe, for the Titans, but it was offset with an illegal man downfield. So 3 penalties. Result is still a first and 15 for the Hawklets. Going to go 2 in the backfield to roll out for Luce. He's going to swing it to his man in the flat for a gain of about 5. Trying to get those penalty yards back. It's going to be Cash Lewandowski out of the backfield. A.J. Fain, a busy man tonight for the Titans with a couple of tackles. We'll get in on that one as well. So not all the penalty yards back. It's going to be 2nd and 11, a gain of 4 there. The Rockers comes to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be Von Pham in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a jump on the D-line of the Titans. So offsides will move them forward 5 yards. So finally getting penalty yardage back on their own penalty. So that'll be our 4th penalty of this series. So that'll move Rockers forward 5, setting up for a 2nd and 6. And I think in this kind of situation right here, if you're Rockers, you just got to hand the ball off to Von Pham. He's just been so successful. But come out in more of a pass-look formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the bottom. But it will be a handoff to Von Pham. Nowhere to go initially, fighting for extra yardage up the middle. He will gain some positive yards there, but not a lot. I believe that was Noah Patton bringing them down there for the Titans. But it's 3rd and around 4 yards for Rockers. We'll see what the play call here is. See if they bring Newberger back in to set up a big block for him. That's exactly what they do. So they're going to go tight end to the right, fullback to the right. This looks like the formation they've ran their pitch to the right and quite a few times today, but the fullback comes in motion. It's going to be a pitch to the left. Von Pham cuts back right, has a lane. It's going to be good enough for the first down. Von Pham with another good run. Great blocking from Newberger. I just say run behind him all night. Why not? It's there every single time. 1st and 10 for Rockers now. Setting up at around the 43-yard line. As this slow, methodical drive continues to move down the field. See if they want to continue to run the ball, or maybe here on a 1st and 10, let Luce roll out and see if you can find like somebody like Sullivan downfield or Lewandowski possibly. There's going to be a pitch. It's going to be a flea flicker. Luce is going to throw it way downfield and just over the head of his receiver, Thomas. Blake Thomas had the one-on-one. The flea flicker was not there this time, trying to catch the Titans off guard. But the coverage was there. The pass was just a little bit too far out in front. You think Thomas possibly could have corralled that one in. Cool play, but no yardage gain is the outcome of it. As Lewandowski will check in for Rockers. Seems like a lot of times when they bring Cash Lewandowski into the game, they go to him fairly quickly. Going to go Sullivan in the slot to the right. Newberger to the left. It's going to be a handoff to the right. Right to Lewandowski. There it is, up the middle. That's speed from the handoff. Running right behind Newberger, the fullback. It's going to be good enough for a gain of around 7 or 8 yards.
25 around the 82, he's on the stop.
There's going to be a timeout here by the Titans. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break and be right back after this on 810varsity.com.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger rewards.
Welcome back here to Tony Severino Field as Rockers continues to move. They have a 3rd and short. As I believe it'll be a handoff here to Von Pham up the middle. But this time, no, it's going to be Newberger, the fullback, fighting for yardage. Lineman pushing, shoving. It's going to be close. We'll see where the officials mark him here. I think if it's 4th and short, they'll still do the same play. But they're going to be enough for the first down, moving the chains for Rockers. So sets up a fresh set of downs. Newberger, such a big player to bring down, starting linebacker for him, as well as getting action in the backfield, starting at fullback. 6 foot, 205-pound senior. So he'll line up in fullback once again. Von Pham right behind him. This heavy set formation. It's going to be a rollout for Luce, throwing it. It's going to be Sullivan, caught at around the 33-yard line, pushed out of bounds. Riley Sullivan with his 4th catch of the game so far, as he's been busy. It was all Blake Thomas last week, but this week it's been all Riley Sullivan. Blake Thomas, the speedy receiver, will check out. See what Rockers has here on 2nd and around 7. Going to send 2 receivers out to the right. Sullivan at the bottom of the screen and Lewandowski in the slot. See if they bring Lewandowski in motion here. They don't. It's going to be handoff to Von Pham up the middle. Great lane to run through. Is he going to be enough for our easy Rockers first down? Great blocking by that all-senior offensive line up front for Rockers. They're such a disciplined offensive line with a lot of experience. These guys have been playing together for quite a while, and you can tell up front the communication is flawless on some of these run plays, just picking up exactly what they need to spring these big runs. As the power run has just been the bread and butter of the Rockers offense so far tonight. They're going to go 3 receivers to the right, one to the bottom of the screen. Von Pham in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Pham once again up the middle, fighting for extra yards, makes a man miss, close to the end zone. Will he go in? Yes, touchdown, Hocklitz. Von Pham will run and rumble into the end zone. Running through quite a few Titans players there. A few times it looks like he might have been stalled up, but enough to fight for the touchdown. Von Pham has been active in this one, and he finds the end zone for a big Rockers touchdown, making the score 20-7. Hocklitz over Titans. The extra point attempt to try to make the game 21-7 is up, and it is right down the middle. That is going to make it 21-7. Rockers over Lee Summit West. As we're going to take a quick break, hear from some of our sponsors. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Tony Severino Field as Rockers just went up 21-7 on the Titans. It was Von Pham with around a 15-yard carry up the middle, running through a handful of Titans finding his way into the end zone, extending their lead to 14 now over the Titans. As they will kick the ball off to West once again, is that short kick. It's going to be fielded, and he's just going to fall down at around the 28-yard line. And that is where the Titans will take over on offense. You know, I said earlier they need to get into their run and some of their screen plays, but the further this lead grows, the less likely they're going to be able to rely on that run. I think you got around 4 minutes before halftime. You still have a couple of timeouts. I feel like you can still try to run the ball a little bit here and see if you can get one to break. I really think getting the ball into the hands of their speedy running back / receiver, Tavion Sims, number 22, he had the touchdown earlier in this one. It's going to be a key part of this offense for the Titans. But I believe it's going to be Duncan in the backfield to start out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right of Edwards here. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep, but doesn't hand it off. Drops back, looking downfield. Pressure behind him. He's going to make the man miss, but not the second one, as he will go down. Dawson Edwards has been very mobile in the pocket, breaking a lot of sacks, getting out of some big plays in the backfield, but this time not able to is going to be Declan Sullivan, number 70, the 6'2", 220 sophomore, able to bring him down in the backfield. So not the way you wanted to start this drive for the Titans with a sack. It's going to be 2nd and 14 now. They're going to go bunch to the left of Edwards. 1 receiver to the back as Edwards is unhappy with the towel, and he'll launch it backwards. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be a screen play. Rockers has a guy in the vicinity, and he's going to bring him down. Nowhere to go for the Titans. Chris Harris was the receiver on the screen, but Ketting there to bring him down. It's going to be a timeout for the Hocklitz as they'll try to get the ball back here with a little bit of time. So we're going to take a quick break with them and be right back here on 810varsity.com.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
it's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dix.com. Dix.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven.
I like you.
Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that glass.
Let's go.
Dix.com.
Welcome back as Lee Summit West faces a 3rd and a long, about 12 yards to go. They ran a screen play on 2nd and 14, able to pick up around 2 or 3 yards, but the Hawklets were all over it. Rockhurst burned a timeout, trying to get the ball back with a little bit of time to score more points here in the first half, up 21-7. So Lee Summit West with a big 3rd down here. They're going to go receiver in motion. It's going to be Sims. Fake the jet sweep to him. Edwards looking downfield, lots of time, but feeling pressure, and he'll go down. Nowhere to go. It's going to be Sullivan once again. That is going to be Declan Sullivan with his 2nd sack of the drive. Sack on 1st down, sack on 3rd down. Impressive series there for Sullivan. He's got to be feeling good. That is going to force a punt here as the clock will run down. I imagine the Titans will take as much time off the clock here as they can. We're at 2:40 to go left here in the 2nd quarter. As Rockers will believe that is Lewandowski to return the punt. Trying to get good field position here. They won't have a lot of time, around 2 minutes. There will be a timeout here. West surprisingly calling a timeout probably right before the delay of game to set up for the punt. I don't think they're going to draw up any crazy fake punt here. I think they'll just send this one back to Rockers and have to really rely on their defense here. This is an important stand for their defense. If they could keep this a 2-possession game, points here for Rockers, you just feel like they might put Lee Summit West in the rearview mirror. West has struggled to find offense in a lot of their games, but we're able to get a touchdown in this game. It was Edwards throwing it to Sims, the receiver they sent in motion on the play before there. Dawson Edwards, the 6'5", 225 junior, has been a statue in the pocket, shedding a lot of sack attempts so far. On their touchdown drive, he broke about 3 sack attempts. It's honestly what propelled them to find the end zone on that drive, but you kind of see the flip side of that this time around with Declan Sullivan able to bring him down twice, the 6'2", 220 sophomore. So they'll punt it away here, giving Rockers around 2:20 to see if they can get anything going on offense to extend this lead. Good snap. Sending a lot of pressure. He's going to tip that one. That's going to be a bad punt. It's going to bounce at the 30, take a Rockers friendly roll. Out at around the 32-yard line is where Rockers are going to take over. Lee Summit West had a blocked punt last week, so obviously they haven't cleaned up those mistakes from a week ago, as that one was pretty much blocked, just tipped. So close to being blocked, but tipped, and that's still going to set up the Hawklets with great field position. That's exactly what Rockers wanted and what the Titans didn't need. Already down 21-7, giving Rockers a great opportunity here with around 2 minutes and 2 minutes 13 seconds to try to find more points. I mean, that's just enough time to still kind of rely on this power run they've been doing so well all game long. I don't see why you go away from Von Fahm, but maybe getting loose an opportunity to find his target from a week ago, Blake Thomas, downfield. I believe there's another timeout going to be called here. So we're going to take a quick timeout before the conclusion of the first half here on 810varsity.com.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper Shopper. Chopper Shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper Shopper and start saving even more today.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field as we will attempt to conclude the first half here. It's been a long 4 minutes with Lee Summit West getting the ball with around 4 minutes, going 3 and out, punting the ball back to Rockers. It was a tipped punt that went straight up in the air, and that's why Rockers has such good starting field position here with a 1st and 10. They're going to start 3 receivers to the right. It's going to be Von Fahm in the backfield with Luce. Luce is going to take the snap and just look downfield. Pressure from the Titans coming. Luce is just going to have to throw this one away. Nowhere to go with the ball that time. It was a linebacker blitz off the edge from the Titans that looped around and sent the pressure getting in the face of Charlie Luce. Luce being smart, throwing the ball away. He's a very smart game-managing quarterback, makes very few mistakes, makes the right play when it's there. And that time the right play call was just to throw that one away, keep the good field position, and live another down. Also stopping the clock with about 2 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the second quarter. I'm going to go 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Von Pham in the backfield with loose once again. It's going to be a speed option. It's going to pitch to Von Pham, who has trouble with the catch on the pitch there, but able to corral it and gain a handful of yards. The speed option there is a play that takes a lot of practice to run, and you can tell Rockhurst hasn't ran that play once all day today, and that time Von Pham just struggling to bring the pitch in. Also, Lee Summit West with pretty good coverage. It's usually when you pull a speed option like that out of nowhere, you can kind of catch the defense off guard, but Lee Summit West had the linebackers in the area to make the play. Going to go 3 to the right. Von Pham's going to, or excuse me, Luce is going to roll out that way, find his man in the flat open. Going to go forward for a gain of quite a few. Von Pham out of the backfield. So good play call there by Rockhurst. Charlie Luce has just found so much success in this game, rolling out and finding his targets downfield. West has got to make an adjustment at halftime, trying to contain Luce and keep him in the pocket. It seems like when he's in the pocket, not as many pass plays open up for them, but this time continuing to be able to roll out, continuing to be able to find targets downfield. So as the clock will run down here, a minute 30, it's going to be a handoff to Von Pham up the middle. Is going to be brought down by 2 Titans. Von Pham with the catch. There's going to be Mayberry there, bringing him down. A gain of around 3 or 4 yards for Von Pham on first down is going to set up a 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 at the 7.
Similar formation they've been in all night tonight. They're going to send a tight end in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Von Pham. He has the edge, but 2 Titans there to meet him as flags fly. We'll see what the flag here is. Going to be a illegal procedure on the Hawklets. That's not what you need when you're this close to the end zone for them. It's going to set them back a handful of yards. So around 55 seconds before halftime. Some substitutions being made by the Titans, getting some fresh bodies in on this oh-so important drive. Even if you could hold them to a field goal, it could be detrimental for the Titans if they're trying to get back into this game. Touchdown here, down 28-7 is hard to come back from. But 24-7 seems a little bit more manageable. Cash Lewandowski will check in for the Titans. A lot of times when he checks in, that's who the ball goes to. We'll see if that's the case here. So Lewandowski will go into the slot. Von Pham in the backfield. It's going to be a fake handoff to Von Pham. Luce is going to roll out himself, falling to the corner of the end zone. Had his man open. That was Riley Sullivan once again trying to connect with him in the corner of the end zone. Just a little bit too much fire on that throw from Luce. A little bit too much power overthrowing Luce in the corner of the end zone. He was definitely there, though. Charlie Luce just trying to find anyone open there. A lot of pressure at his face, buying time. Even to get that pass off was impressive. But Sullivan honestly had an opportunity to catch a corner touchdown there. But nonetheless, it's going to be 3rd and around 11 for Rockers. 29 seconds to go in the half. Luce takes the snap, looking to his right. He's going to throw back to his left. It's going to be to, Lewandowski just trying to get fancy, jumping way high up, but nowhere to go that time. Couldn't find his feet. Cash Lewandowski. It's 14-13. The clock is running down here. See what the Hawklets decide to do. They want to burn a timeout and send the field goal unit out. 4th and 8. The clock is running. Yeah, there it is. The timeout. 2 seconds to go. Should set up a field goal attempt for Rockers. It's going to be Oliver Priestland who will come on to attempt the field goal. So the Titans defense able to hold after the bad punt. Trying to hold them to just 3 points. Priestland missed the field goal last week. It's a little bit further than this one, around 40, so we'll see if he can find his mark this time. We'll keep it here during this timeout break as we're about to send it to half. 2 seconds to go. You got to think for the Titans, this has got to be a little bit of a victory. You think the way Rockhurst has been able to move the ball in this game, setting up shop at the 30-yard line, almost seemed like a foregone conclusion that the Hawklets would find their way into the end zone, but a couple of penalties against them, a few screen plays that were just blown up at the line of scrimmage by the Titans, forcing Rockhurst to attempt the field goal here on 4th down. 2 seconds to go. Priestland with the field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it is good right down the middle. That is going to extend the lead for Rockhurst to 24-7 over Lee Summit West, and that will send us to halftime as it's all zeros on the clock. I'm Cade Ricketts with the call here on 810varsity.com, and we'll be right back after this halftime break.
Kitchen feeling a little empty? How about your car? Go ahead, fill your cart or your tank. You're a Chopper Shopper. Chopper Shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper Shopper and start saving even more today.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dicks.com. Dicks.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that
Come on, let's
glass.
go.
Dicks.com.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field. It has been all Rockers in this one as they are up 24-7 on Lee Summit West as both teams are warming up for this second half of action. In the first half, it was a lot of running the ball from Rockers, going to Von Fahm, throwing a touchdown pass early to Riley Sullivan. But Von Fahm has been a popular suspect tonight, as well as Bo Newberger, the linebacker and fullback for Rockers, has been very much involved. In the second half for the Titans, they need to get the offense going. They've only put up 7 points, and that was on their second drive of the game. That tied the game up at 7 apiece at the time. But obviously since then, Rockers has been able to grow and extend on that lead. Just looking around the Metro at some of these scores, Raymore Peculiar, Ray-Pec at home is losing to Blue Springs South 21-6. St. Pius is beating Maryville 38-0. Harrisonville trails Wernsburg on the road 42-12. Blue Springs is up 34-7 on Staley. Some other good ones here. Fort Osage is on top of Truman 41-0 at halftime. Smithville is up 11-0 on Oak Park. Kearney up 10-3 at home against Park Hill. Liberty up 35-7 on Park Hill South. And a strange out-of-state game, Lee Summit North, the #1 team in the Metro, is playing Bentonville, the Tigers, out of Arkansas, and they're currently up 9-7 at halftime, so a really close game there. Another surprising score here, Liberty North, who started ranked as the #1 team, lost to Liberty in week 2, and then they won last week against Lee Summit West, the team we're watching this week. But Liberty North trails Lee Summit 25-17. Lee Summit up 25-17 at home, so a good, impressive score there so far for Lee Summit. But other than that, just about does it. Pleasant Hill up 42-7 on Clinton. Chillicothe up 14-12 against Cameron. So a lot of the home teams winning. That's what I've noticed from this halftime check-in, looking around the Metro. So we'll see how some of those games end up. You can find those live scores on 810varsity.com, checking in on those games. But we still have another half of football here for the Titans. We're going to take another quick break right before halftime. We still have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before this game takes back action. But that's our halftime score update. We'll be back here on 810varsity.com right after this.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dicks.com. Dicks.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that
Come on,
glass.
let's go.
Dicks.com.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done. Anything else?
Now,
Golf clubs?
Not
Yep.
for me,
Yeah,
for a friend.
of course,
I'm
of
just
course.
anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know. I went to
My
Dix.com.
cleats. Thank you. I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field. The Hawklets are up 24-7 on the Titans. And unfortunately for the Titans, they will have to send this one away to Rockhurst. Rockhurst deferred. They won the coin toss to start the game and deferred to get the ball in the second half. They find themselves up by 17 and getting the ball with a chance to grow on this lead. The kick is up, and it is a good one by the Titans. It's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line and returned. Looking to the right side of the 20 to the 30. A lot of head of speed here. Breaking to the left. He really got going there. But he's going to be brought down at around the 35-yard line. So that is where the Hawklets will take over. We'll see what the game plan here is. Up by 17. They've been able to run the ball at such high success in this game. If that's something they would just want to go back to, run the ball, run the time, get out of here with a win. They'll come out looking like two receivers to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be Newberger, offset tight end to the left, so fullback to the left. It also is going to be Von Fahm line up to the left of Luce. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be the speedster on the jet sweep, but not a lot of room to work for as the Titans flowed really well in defense. That was Blake Thomas, the speedster wide receiver, obviously trying to get him the ball. He showed last week he can do damage with 3 touchdowns, but flag down here on this play. See what it's going to be. I believe, obviously, everyone on Lee Summit West defense believes it's against Rockers. We'll see what the call here is, but it was a loss of 3 even before the penalty, and it's going to be a holding against Rockers. So the Titans were all over that jet sweep, and Rockers is moving backwards.
10-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 24. First and 20 for the Hawklets.
So now this opening drive for the Hawklets gets a little bit tougher. It's going to be first and 20. I still like a run here to Von Fahm, setting up whatever you have to do on second and third down, but I think a power run here up the middle, just getting some yards back from those penalties, getting a little bit of momentum going here in the beginning. It's going to be a play action. It's going to be a screen to Fahm, but the Titans once again all over this play. Levi Warner, the linebacker for the Titans, read that screen, was able to jump it early and get to it. Now, once again, going backwards, unfamiliar territory for Rockers here. They've been doing nothing but going forward the entire game, but find themselves now with a 2nd and 24. See if they take a shot here maybe to Blake Thomas. Able to get open a few times last week, has been shut down this time. It's going to be a handoff to Von Fahm there. They will go to the run to the right, fighting for extra yardage. Von Fahm able to pick up about 7 or 8 yards there. That's what we were talking about. Von Fahm has been running the ball so well all day. Just seems weird to go away from him more than a couple plays. Still 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 for the Hawklets. Lee Summit West defense possibly getting a huge stop here. They're able to pull off this impressive opening drive stop, getting the ball back on offense. They're able to find the end zone. They could pull this to a 10-point game, but still down 17. 3rd and 15. Receiver tight end, fullback actually goes in motion. Luce goes and roll out to his left, looking downfield, trying to find anything open. He's going to throw. That's going to be intercepted by the Titans. He's got the angle down the sideline, but he will be brought down at around the 15-yard line, so compounding a 3rd and long into an even bigger negative. Luce throwing an interception. He's only thrown a handful of those this season. No penalties down. It's going to be intercepted by Jonathan Painto, the defensive back. Huge interception there for the Titans. You need defensive turnovers to win against good teams, and that's exactly what the Titans have here. An opportunity to pull this to a 10-point game here for the Titans, setting up in great field position at around the 18-yard line for a 1st and 10. So Dawson Edwards takes over. Going to go 2 receivers to his left, tight end to the right, receiver to the right. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Duncan. Nowhere to go. Similar result from what you saw for Rockers, just runs going nowhere. Excuse me, that was Duncan, but brought down by Cash Linendowski and Jeb Kedding, I believe, getting in there on the tackle. So 2nd and 11 for the Titans here. Going to go one receiver all by himself down to the bottom of the screen, 2 to the top. Edwards takes the snap. Going to fake the throw to the left and hand it off behind the back. Believe that is Snipe. Going to the right side, hit it on a stretch. I don't know how many guys he fooled with the fake pass behind the back handoff, but nonetheless, it's still a positive gain for the Titans, a team that hasn't been able to find a lot of offense. Going to make it about 3rd and 5 here for West, 3rd and 4 possibly. Jeb Ketting in on his back-to-back tackles there for Rockhurst. So 3rd and 4 for the Titans here. Be an interesting play call here to see what Coach Willie Horn decides to do if they don't pick it up here on 3rd and 4. But they're going to go 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. Receiver comes in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's got more than enough for the first down as he's going to get down to about the 3-yard line. Alexander Duncan, the 5'9", 185-pound senior, fighting forward for every yard. A huge first down by the Titans there as they are knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. They can smell it, blood in the water here to get back into this game. Obviously, this 1st and goal was all set up by the Charlie Luce interception. See what the Titans dial up here on 1st and goal. 1 receiver to the bottom of the screen. Once again, the motion. This time it's going to be Edwards keeps it himself, but just nowhere to go. I don't know if that was a miscommunication on the jet sweep. It looks like he had his favorite target, Tavion Sims, in motion with the sweep he could have handed off to, but Edwards decides to keep it himself and just absolutely blown up. I'm really not sure about that one. Just great play by the Hawklets, able to stop that one right before it got going. 2nd and goal here as they've only been moving backwards on 1st and goal. Need about 5 yards to find the end zone for the Titans. Same play, motion. This time he does give it. Does he have the angle? Breaking, reaching. Is it going to be called a touchdown? They're going to not call it a touchdown. It looks like he might have had it on the reach, but they're going to say he stepped out at around the 2-yard line. Sims on the jet sweep, similar play to the play before. Last time Edwards kept it. This time he gives the handoff to Sims on the jet sweep. He had the angle to the outside, reaching for the pylon, but the official marks him just out. That could have been huge for the Titans, but a big, big call of the stepping out for Rockhurst. That's going to hold the Titans here and make them 3rd and goal, needing only about 2 yards. You just wish if you were possibly a little bit closer, you could do a quarterback sneak with Dawson Edwards. Obviously the 6'5", 285-pound junior, a lot of size, but Coach Willie Horn wants to talk about this one. He's going to burn a timeout, take a quick break, and talk about it. So we're going to take a quick break with them here on 810varsity.com. I'm Cade Ricketts, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Welcome back as we have a big play up ahead here in this game as Lee Summit West faces a 3rd and goal. Right before the timeout, Tavion Sims with a jet sweep to the left. Almost had the angle for a touchdown, reached for the pylon, but was marked short. As I said, he stepped out of bounds before he reached crossed. Coming out with 2 receivers to the right here for Edwards. 3rd and goal. Motion again. This time Edwards keeps it itself, but Rockhurst is all over it. The 3rd and goal goes nowhere. Huge play by the Hawklets there. Seems like they stayed in that same formation. The motion, once again, I feel like if you give it to Sims, he's got a chance to get the angle or even the run up the middle with Duncan, but Edwards calls his own number, and Rockhurst is all over it. So a huge stand there by the Hawklets. The interception by Luce setting the Titans up with great field position, but the defense doing their job and holding them to a field goal attempt. This would cut it to still a 2-possession, 14-point game. Low snap handled. The kick is up, and it is good. That is going to extend or cut the lead, to 14 by the Hawklets, making the score 24-10. You know, if you're Lee Summit West there, you get points on the board, but you got to feel like you left 4 points just laying there. with the 3rd and 2, an opportunity to cut this to a 10-point game, but just blown up by the quarterback keeper on the almost looked like a triple option. But Edwards, nowhere to go. We're going to take a quick break and be right back after this. Score is 24-10, Hocklets.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done. Anything else?
No,
Golf club?
Not
Yeah.
for me, for
Yeah,
a friend.
of course,
I'm
of
just
course.
anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I
totally.
know. I went to
My
Dix.com.
cleats. Thank you. I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field here, home of the Hocklets. Rockers up 24-10. They're 3-0 in the season, looking to improve to 4-0. The number 2 team in the Metro. Lee Summit North, we talked about it at halftime, the number 1 team in the Metro, playing Bentonville, Arkansas Tigers right now. Only up 9-7, so a close game there. Obviously the Hocklets hoping that Lee Summit North loses that one would propel them to the number 1 team in the Metro. But the kick is a onside kick here. That's loose, bouncing around. It's still loose, and it looks like the Hocklets are finally able to fall on it. Looked like 5 guys touched it before anyone was able to get on it, but I think that might still be an illegal touching on the Titans. Nonetheless, it looked like an impressive onside kick there, but at least Summit West, I believe, touched it first as the kicker's a little shooken up there by the Titans. I hope he's all right. So if you're Coach Willie Horn, a little bit surprising, down 14, still quite a bit of time to go, 7 minutes here in the 3rd quarter, going for the onside kick, but I like it. You got to take a risk if you want to win games on the road against good teams. Not able to recover it this time. There's another Rockers players down, I believe. So a couple of players banged up on the trick onside play. So actually, yeah, Von Pham, the running back, was in on the onside kick as the injured player, so you hate to see that. The starting running back, who's had so much success for Rockers, you'd hate to see him out. Hope he's all right. That is a massive hit. But with this injury, we'll take a quick break and be right back after this here on 810varsity.com. Welcome back as the trainers were able to help Von Pham, the starting running backs for the Hocklets, off the field. I really hope he's all right. He's had a really impressive game today. Has a touchdown, a couple of big runs for Rockers. Definitely a big blow to their offense. They've already been without a running back from a week ago, Pierce Fisher, number 11, the junior. So they're getting thin at running back here, but it will be a handoff to the new back up the middle. Not a lot of real estate to work with, and a flag does come out. We'll see what that flag is. I believe that was Cash Lewandowski getting some action there. We'll see who Rockers calls on the most at running back, but that was Lewandowski there. He's had a couple runs tonight. So it's going to be a face mask against Lee Summit West. Will give the Hocklets an automatic first down. But obviously, it's going to get interesting for Rockers when they are without their 2 starting running backs. You know, they run the ball a lot. These guys definitely take a toll. You just got to hope both of them are able to get healthy. As Rockers has a really good team this year, and, you know, I feel like they have their eyes set on a state championship. You really want to have your best players available if that's the goal. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a handoff to Lewandowski once again up the middle. Not a lot of room to go that time either. It'll be a gain of a few, around 3 yards for Cash Lewandowski. I mean, if you're Lewandowski as well here, you're the starting middle linebacker. Now you're also playing starting running back. He's in for a long night still with 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Second and 7. Rockers comes to the line of scrimmage. Set up 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be a speed option for Luce, who's going to pitch it to Lewandowski, who's got the edge, and then brought down from behind. Going to be number 8 for Lee Summit West. It's going to be Toombs, the linebacker, catching up to Lewandowski from behind. It's going to be a timeout here on the field, so we're going to take a quick break and be right back here on 810varsity.com.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger rewards.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field. Rockers with a fresh set of downs after the impressive speed option. Charlie Luce pitching it to the now starting running back, Cash Lewandowski. It's going to be a rollout for Luce, finding his target wide open. I believe that's Sullivan on the left, close to the line to gain and falling forward for the first down. So first down for Rockers. Riley Sullivan, the big 6'5" senior, has a touchdown tonight, getting up there with probably around 5 or 6 catches already in this game. So first down for the Hawklets. Lee Summit West calling on their defense once again. Down 14, really looking to try to get a stop here. Hawklets facing some injuries at running back. It's going to be a rollout right for Luce. Looking downfield and just throws it away. So good coverage that time, downfield by the Titans. Still surprised, though, for the Titans. You know, Luce has been able to roll out of the pocket so many times. Just trying to contain him a little bit more, I think, would really play well to them. Trying to keep Luce in the pocket, not allowing him to feel so free in the backfield. Looks like he was trying to possibly get that one to Sullivan, but really good coverage there by the Titans. Make it 2nd and 10 here. We'll see if they'll call on Lewandowski to run the ball here once again. Like we said, Lewandowski, sophomore, number 15, starts at linebacker, kind of just comes into the offense and through a few formations, but right now he's the premier back. Going to the left, but a great tackle there by number 21 of the Titans, I believe. Able to get in there and bring him down before he got going anywhere. Jake Phillips. Able to shed the tackle and then run through the tight end, blowing that one up before it got started. So 3rd and 10 here. Hopefully, if you're a Lee Summit West fan, if you can hold them to a field goal, that does still keep this game within reach. But we'll see what the call here is on 3rd and 10. They're going to send 2 receivers to the right. Fullback offset, the tight end to the right. Low snap handled by Luce, fakes the throw. It's going to be handoff to Lewandowski. He's got the angle, all that speed. Look at him go, breaking another tackle and strolling in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Rockers. Cash Lewandowski, who's had to step up. His number's been called extra times today. But hold on a second. There's a flag down as this one might be coming back. See what the call here is. A great run there by Lewandowski, running through people, making people miss. He's got so much speed. He's such a shifty back, only a sophomore. You got to imagine Lewandowski's going to be a name for Rockers for years to come. But the play is going to be taken away. And unfortunately, not only is it taking away a touchdown, it's not going to be 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and 15 is what they'll be facing now. So definitely a momentum switch. You could feel the momentum change here in the stadium. You're thinking touchdown Rockers, 31-10. You're feeling good about life, and then a flag takes that all away. Still 24-10 Rockers. The score update. It's going to be a low snap, handled by Luce, who's going to just launch it deep to number 4. He's possibly got it falling in. Incomplete, I believe, is the call. The up official, there wasn't an official, a great coverage of that. It looked like Blake Thomas was able to haul it in, looking like it was going to be a touchdown, but not able to complete the catch to the ground, dropping the ball as he hit the ground. And he'll go limping to the sideline. Hope he's okay. Blake Thomas, 3 touchdowns a week ago, held scoreless today. Almost had his first touchdown there again. Was able to beat his man in coverage. The throw was a little bit behind him by Charlie Luce, but it was a deep throw, about 30, 40 yards for Luce. So 4th and 15. Rockers decides to roll the dice and go for it here. Quick snap before Lee Summit West could get set. They're going to take another shot. This time Sullivan to the left, and it's going to be incomplete. Knocked away by the Titans. A.J. Lindsey in coverage. So turnover on downs. Riley Sullivan was the intended target, trying to get him his second touchdown of the game. But good coverage downfield by the Titans. So turnover on downs. Lee Summit West will take over with decent field position here. You got to feel like Rockers only going for it on 4th down there just because they knew the Titans would still have to take over at the 30-yard line. So no points scored by Rockers there. So a huge stop for Lee Summit West and their Titans and their defense, giving the Titans a big opportunity here. It's going to be a snap. It's going to be handoff up, or fake handoff. Bad throw. A lot of things, moving pieces on that one. Leads to an incompletion. Was trying to throw it to number 9, Chris Harris. So fake handoff, a fake jet sweep to then throw it to the jet sweep man in motion, but just offline there. The pass from Dawson Edwards. A really big drive here for the Titans. A touchdown here would cut this to a 1-possession game. Going to go 2 receivers spread out to the left. That's the way Edwards is going to roll out left, looking downfield, throws it. Low pass. Believe he did haul it in, though. The officials will say he caught it. Ben Wooden, the 6', 165-pound junior, bringing it in for a gain of 11 yards there on the left hash. It was a low pass by Edwards. Really good focus there by Wooden to track that ball and haul it in. So that'll give the Titans the ball on the 42-yard line. Their own 42. Looking to move forward here. They're going to set up bunch receiver to the right. One by himself to the bottom of the screen. Edwards is going to roll out to the bunch. Looking downfield, throws it once again. He's got a man right near the sticks. They're going to give him forward progress as he jumped backwards. Moving the ball to the 50-yard line. Caught by Tavion Sims for a gain of around 8 yards. Tavion Sims had that touchdown catch earlier in this game. Kind of been absent ever since that touchdown catch, but week 1, Sims was more of a running back role for them. They've definitely transitioned him more to a receiver so far this year. He's got a lot of speed, good hands, so just any way you can get him the ball. 3 receivers to the left here for Edwards. Sims in his slot. Edwards throws it. Looking that way, high pass, was trying to go right back to Sims, but over his head. Edwards was a few shaky passes on this drive. Would have been enough for a first down and then some. A great play design. It was Sims 3 wide, receivers to the left. Sims in the slot running a good corner route. Able to get that separation, but incomplete. Setting up a 3rd and 2 here. See if they'll call on Alexander Duncan, the running back, to fight for these tough yards. He's did it before in this game. It will be handoff to Duncan, working to the left, fighting for extra yards, spinning out of a few tackles. He's got speed to go to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. What a run, Alexander Duncan. You've got to be kidding me, breaking multiple tackles up the middle, hitting a spin around the 40-yard line, and then the rest was history. He had speed to burn. It's going to be a touchdown as the Titans are going to try to claw back into this game. So it's going to make it 16 to 20 or 24-16. Rockers over the Titans. The extra point is up, and it is good. You can feel the momentum shifting in this game a little bit to the Titans. But Rockers still with a lot of time here You got to think they'll just get right back to their run game.
Lee Summit West scoring drive, 5 plays, 70 yards, time of possession, 128, 50-yard touchdown run by Alexander Duncan.
Alexander Duncan has honestly had quite a quiet night tonight. Not a lot of carries from him, but making every carry count is what's important, able to break a big run there. We'll keep it right here during this, not send it to break, as we have a really close game now. Only 24-17 Rockers, the number 2 team in the Metro, going against an unranked, not top 25 team in Lee Summit West. 1-2 on the season. Rockers has been in some close games, but a lot of them able to just pull away. The Titans showing they're not going anywhere, and they're here to play. So how can the Rockers adjust? They've been hit in the gut. How do they fire back on this important drive? Obviously, on I think it was the second or the first kickoff by West, it was an onside kick. Von Pham, the starting running back for Rockers, got caught up in the bodies on that one and was injured. So Rockers will look to see if Von Pham's back running the ball or if they've had to call on somebody else. It was Cash Lewandowski a drive ago who broke a big touchdown run but was called back on a holding. So in a bust play, big run there from Alexander Duncan, making this game 24-17. Once again with a low kickoff to about the return by Rockers to around the 25-yard line. So we've seen Rockers do that kind of pooch short kickoff to the right a few times. This time it was actually West doing a short kickoff, just trying to give the other team not great field position. I guess they feel like if they kick it to the end zone, they'll have a good run back. We've seen Lee Summit West kick it to the end zone, so unless he just got that off the bad part of the foot. So the Rockers, Hawklets looking to respond here. They're only up now by a touchdown. It's still Cash Lewandowski in the backfield, not Von Pham. That's who they'll hand the ball off to Lewandowski up the middle. Fighting for a gain of around 4 on first down, setting up a second and around 7 or 6. But that is around 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Set up a 2nd and 6 for the Hawklets. Looking to find their offense still in the first half. And obviously it's a tougher challenge now without starting running backs, Von Pham and Fisher. It's going to be Lewandowski on the pitch again here, making a man miss. Juking to the inside up the right hash. A huge gain there for the Hawklets of about 15 yards. Actually, that is Pierce Fisher back into this game. Pierce Fisher was the premier back for the Hawklets a week ago, but we haven't seen him at all tonight. That's his first carry of the game and making the most of it. Got to think why we haven't seen Pierce Fisher in this game, but obviously he's happy to be back in it. Unfortunately, the injury to Von Pham has allowed him to get another opportunity here at the backfield. It's going to be handed up the middle to Newberger. Newberger for 6 yards. Bo Newberger, just your Mike Allstott fullback, able to fight up the middle. Setting up a 2nd and 4 here for the Hawklets. Lee Summit West has really just had no answer for that power run up the middle. As the later it gets in the game, the even harder that becomes to stop for them. As West gets loud here, the opposing team, the visiting team, handoff up again to Fisher. We'll have enough for the first down and then some. A little bit chippy there after the plays. They're going to drive him down to the ground. I feel like the whistles are already blown, but no flag, and it's a first down for Rockers. Fisher was brought down by Pinto. Pinto had that huge interception earlier in the game, but for Rockers. So first and 10 here for the Hawklets. As they, I believe, here, just going to let the third quarter run out. We have 7 seconds to go before we enter the fourth quarter. It's a one-score game going into the fourth quarter. I don't think a lot of people predicted that, but Rockers is up 24-17 on the Titans going to the fourth. We'll be right back after this break on 810varsity.com.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, Dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dicks.com. Dicks.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shut out of that
Come on,
class.
let's go.
Dicks.com.
How does this place make pizza that does that? Honestly, no idea. But I'm gonna start looking into it one slice at a time. Buy one single topping pizza and get the second 50% off. It's not crazy. It's Casey's.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field here as the Hawklets are only up 24-17, a one-score game, but they are on the move. Have the ball at the Titans' 40-yard line. As this drive, trying to answer back, the Alexander Duncan had around a 50-yard touchdown run, which is what gave the Titans 17 points. This time for Fisher, up the middle, nowhere to go. One of the very few times this game that Rockhurst's run has been blown up at or behind the line of scrimmage. Going to make it 2nd and 12 for Rockhurst. Hawklets had 24 points at halftime. Here we are in the fourth quarter, held scoreless in the third. Now just trying to find their offensive identity once again. Feels like they've took their foot off the gas a little bit, trying to get back into this. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. Bouncing it to the left. Lots of room. That's going to be Fisher once again running over multiple Titans. A gain of around 17 yards for Fisher. Pierce Fisher getting action due to the Von Pham injury, making the most of it. First down, Rockers. So they're only 4 yards away from getting back into the red zone. So we have a close game here. Rockers trying to jump back up 14. They'll send Blake Thomas to the top of the screen. Going to be a handoff up the middle to the fullback, but nowhere to go. Tackled kind of awkwardly there. One of the few times, too, that, that fullback dive hasn't been 5 or 6 yards, only held to 1. So Titans defense trying to give it everything they have as they feel like they have a real chance here, and you can tell their players are playing like it. Rockers, 15 on the play clock. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, up 24-17. Comes out in another power look formation. 2 tight ends and a fullback. It's going to be a power run to Fisher once again. That's Lewandowski to the right. That's Cash Lewandowski, got absolutely crushed. Thought it was Fisher there, but it was Lewandowski working to the left, cut back right. Looks like he might have had an angle trying to break it for a touchdown, but brought down. It's going to be close to a first down, but marked just short, bringing up 3rd and 1 for the Hawklets. A really impressive run there by Cash Lewandowski. Going to come out, tight end to the right, fullback in motion. It's going to be that pitch play. Cut back by Fisher, up the middle, running through a Titan. 3 or 4 players from Lee Summit West happened to tackle Pierce Fisher down to the ground. Fisher with the toss play to the left, but a good ball carry vision there, cutting back up the middle, finding the hole. And a big run ensues there. It's going to set up a 1st and goal for the Hawklets. So 8 yards to go here for Rockers. See if they just stick with the power run. It's been nothing but power runs this drive, and I don't think they'll go away from it. It's been very successful. They will send Sullivan to the top of the screen, has that one-on-one, the 6'5 receiver. It's going to be a jet sweep, but a handoff up the middle to Fisher. Fake the sweep. Not a lot of real estate to work with there. There'll only be a gain of a few. Lewandowski up the middle. As Rockers is now knocking on the door, trying to find the end zone, trying to extend their lead to 31-17. putting, hopefully, the Titans in the rearview mirror. Come out, 2 receivers to the left, Sullivan to the bottom. Thomas, it's going to be a screenplay, caught, but not a lot of real estate to work with once again, just going forward for a few. Fisher, actually, excuse me, it was a draw to Fisher. Going to set up a 3rd and goal here for the Titans. A big stand. They had a stop earlier in this game on the other side of the field in the 3rd quarter. They also had that stop where they held them to a field goal right before halftime, trying to do it once again. See what the call is for Rockers. Player comes in motion. They give it to him. Trying to get to the outside, but Lee Summit West is all over it. Cutting back right. There's no Sullivan, but spins, and then he's in. Blake Thomas. How did he score there? The Jets sweep, and they gave it to Thomas on the sweep. They've ran that sweep to him so many times, but never gave him the ball. They finally give it to him, and it looked like West was all over it. But Thomas able to spin out of a tackle and walk into the end zone. A huge touchdown with 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. As Rockers makes their lead now 30-17 over Lee Summit West. Priestland will attempt the extra point, and the kick is up, and it is good. That'll make the lead 31-17. Rockers. Only 7:16 left to go. You think West will start to have to airing it out?
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger rewards.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field. As the Hawklets just extended their lead to 31-17 over Lee Summit West. Rockers, the number 2 team in the Metro, trying to hang on here. West is giving them more than I think they expected, but a great answer there by the Hawklets, marching down the field, sticking to their guns and their power run plays. Pierce Fisher getting a few runs. Von Pham was injured on an onside kick, and they've been without him. A week ago, it was all Pierce Fisher at the halfback position. This week, he hasn't been out there very much, but getting it done that time. And then, obviously, the jet sweep to Blake Thomas, who has found the end zone 3 times a week ago, finally finds the end zone here in the 4th quarter when Rockers needed it the most. So the Titans will take over at the 25-yard line. Down by 14, you're running out of time here. They're going to have to score fast and see what the timeout situation looks like. You go back to how the Titans have scored so far in this game. It's kind of just been more methodical plays. They did have the one last time against Alexander Duncan, breaking the stretch to the left for a massive long touchdown for a run of about 60 yards for Alexander Duncan, which cut the lead then to 7-7. Rockers able to answer back. So will they call on Alexander Duncan early and see if they can find the end zone once again, or put the ball in the hands of Edwards, their 6'5" quarterback? Will be a handoff up the middle to Duncan this time, fighting for more yards once again. As a late block there, and then a little bit of extra-ness from the Titans. Number 71, the tackle. That's Jordan Weeks there with the penalty. Not what the Titans needed here at all. A positive run on first down is all going to be taken away there. Probably going to be hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct. See what the officials decide the call is here. Regardless, I believe it will be on the Titans, and it will move them backwards. And the penalty will go against the Titans. So like I said, not what they needed. When you're down by 14, 7 minutes to go on the road, number 2 team in the Metro, you're trying to overcome all odds. You can't hurt yourself while you're trying to attempt that. So an unfortunate penalty for the Titans there. But plays to the Hawklets' advantage. That's exactly what they wanted. Get the Titans uncomfortable, make them make some mental errors and mistakes to play to their advantage and let that clock just run. 2 running backs in the backfield here for Edwards. A little bit of a pistol look. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield. Nothing really open. Will roll out right and just throw it. He's got his man that will be caught. And get some of those yards back.
Pass from Edwards complete. Chris Harris.
It's Chris Harris with the catch for the Titans.
Chase Hammerschmidt.
Number 9. Getting his first catch of the game. He's been quiet tonight, but Titans really haven't put the ball in the air that much or had a lot of completed passes. It's been an interesting way to find themselves with 17 points. They had the punt that gave them the field goal, and here we are, 1st and 10. Or I'm pretty sure 2nd and 10 actually, but not entirely sure. Still says 1st and 10 after the penalty, moved him back, and then the play there. Flag here on the handoff to Duncan. Was trying to work up the middle once again. So penalty will go against the Titans and make it 1st and 15 here. That penalty happened before the play even got going. As the pass play before was called incomplete. That is why it is 1st and 15. So a couple of penalties here against the Titans have really hurt them. But still find yourself with a 1st down here. But 5:54 to go. Rolling out for Edwards, looking downfield, nothing there, and he'll go down at the line of scrimmage. Nelson bringing him down from behind there for Rockers. Make it 2nd and 10. Got to thank you for Rockers. You got to love the way this drive's going so far. It's been almost 4 or 5 plays. It's still only 2nd down from all the penalties, and they've ran almost 2 minutes off the clock already as we're down to 5 minutes to go. And there will be a timeout here.
We have a timeout on the field.
So we're going to take a quick break and be right back here on 810varsity.com.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, golf club? Not
Yep.
for me.
Yeah,
For a friend.
of course,
I'm
of
just
course.
anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know. I went to
my
Dix.com.
cleats. Thank you. I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Welcome back to Rockers Stadium here as the Hawklets defense trying to make a big stand here. 2nd and 10, 5:21 to go, up by 14. Dawson Edwards, the quarterback for the Titans, a play ago, trying to make things happen. Nothing was there and was brought down from behind, setting up a 2nd and 9. Had a handful of penalties on this drive already. Still trying to get a 1st down here. They'll go 2 receivers to the right, stacked up. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, but nowhere to go as he's brought down instantly. Tackle in the backfield there.
Soft play number 31, Nehemiah Snipe.
Gage Nelson, number 44, able to bring him down.
Loss of 3, 3rd and 12 at the 33.
3rd and long for the Titans as Rockers feels like they could be one play away from walking away in this game. You're going to go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the top of the screen. Running back goes in motion. Edwards rolls out to the right, looking downfield and just launches it. Trying to track the ball. Intercepted. It was batted by the DB. A little tip drill there, and the safety able to bring it in. Interception, Rockers. They'll take over at the 30-yard line, and that should just about do it in this game. With 4:27 to go, up 31-17.
Intercepted by Charlie Bernstein. There is a
But there is a penalty down. Charlie Bernstein had the interception, but see what the penalty call here is. Seems like a late penalty. The fans here obviously unhappy with the penalties. That would have been the game-sealing interception. The officials talk about it. Oh, so it's going to be a penalty against the Titans for holding, and then one against the Rockers as well. It's going to be offsetting penalties. So 2 penalties, offsetting penalties. Take away the interception, but it's still 3rd and long for the Titans. So if you're Rockers, you're still one play away from getting the ball back here, possibly 2 plays. They'll probably go for it here on 4th down, more than likely. So 2 more plays the Rockers defense will have to make to get the win here. It's 3rd and 12. Titans go 1 receiver to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be number 88, Kobe Taylor, all alone down low. Edwards in shotgun. Takes the snap, dropping back, sensing the pressure, steps up in the pocket and just launches it downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. Really gave his receiver a chance there as it hit him in the hands, but Chris Harris is unable to bring it in downfield. He had him. It was a really good throw, throwing through double coverage, just not able to haul it in. That'll bring up a 4th and 12 for the Titans, who will more than likely go for it, down by 14 with 4:07 to go. For Rockers, a stop here would all but guarantee a win. As the crowd gets a little loud here, knowing this play is the game. Fourth and 12. Titans get the call here. Play clock down to 5, 4, and timeout, Titans. Not surprised there. They were running out of time. Trying to save those timeouts to get back on defense if they found a way to score here. But, you know, when it's 4th down and you feel like the game's on the line and miscommunication, you just got to take it. So timeout. Actually, excuse me, it was timeout Rockers. So the first timeout, they didn't like the look there. Reset and try it again. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this on 810varsity.com.
What's up, Auntie? Did you get the basketball shoes I need for tryouts this weekend?
Oh, dude,
It's okay.
I'm not going to be able to make it to Dick's this week.
You can just click on Dix.com.
Dix.com. Dix.com.
Hi, welcome to Dix.com.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Let's go shopping.
Are you kidding me? I'm in ball heaven. I like you. Look at all these cups. I really like you. I don't even live near water.
Whoa, these arrived so fast.
I know, right? You're about to get posterized. I'm going to shatter that glass.
Let's go.
Dix.com.
Welcome back as we have a 4th and 12 for Lee Summit West out of the Hawklets timeout here at Tony Severino Field. This 4th and 12 could all but call this game. First down here keeps it alive for the Titans, down by 14 with only 4 minutes to go. 31-17, the Hawklets lead. They're going to 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Going to take the snap, feel the pressure, steps up, tries to find anything to go, nowhere to go, and it will finally be brought down by Rockers, all but sealing this game. Edwards tried to get every ounce of time he could out of that play, but there was just nothing open. Cash Lewandowski, what can he do? Getting in there for a sack and all but sealing this game for the Hawklets. The turnover on downs gives Rockers the ball back. Would have been around the 33-yard line, but Dawson Edwards doing as much as he could to run around in the backfield, lost them about 14 yards there on the sack. Add that to the turnover on downs, giving him the ball at the 25-yard line. Rockers will come out. It'll be Cash Lewandowski, the guy who just got the sack in the backfield for the Hawklets. 3:57 to go. I think you can just run this game out or run it into the end zone and seal it. Some miscommunication here. Players gather. I believe there might be a player injured for the Titans as their players are taking a knee, indicating that might be the case. Hope he's all right. Not quite sure who it is that's down. It's on the far side of the field, and he's surrounded by trainers helping him out. Hope he's okay. As the Hawklets set up shop in the middle of the field, ready to go. Up 31-17, 3:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. The injured player will walk off the field on his own power. That's good to see. And the Titans defense will take the field. Hawklets come to the line of scrimmage. Three receivers stacked to the left. Luce will take it from under center, rolling out to his left. Throwing downfield and just out of reach. Just missed his man. Had him. Believe that was that? I believe that was Warren Robinson, actually. Robertson. Yeah, Warren Robinson. The intended target. First time he's been targeted today. Seen him on the field a couple of times, more of a blocker for this Hawklets team, but getting some action there. So 2nd and 10 for the Rockers. Just trying to put this game away. It's going to be a pitch. Flag down. And nowhere to go. Gain of about 3 there for Rockers, but it might be coming back. We'll see what the flag is. It will go against Rockers. Moving them backwards. Should set up around a 2nd and 15 now for the Hawklets. The officials talk about this with Coach Horn, seeing what he wants to do. Penalty will be declined, forcing a 3rd and around 8. The 22-yard line. So decline the penalty. Keeps the clock moving, but doesn't give them the extra down. So they'll send 2 receivers out to the left, tight end to the right. Fullback and running back offset. Loose to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Lewandowski up the middle, breaking to the right, making another man miss at the 10, fighting down to the 5-yard line and pushed out of bounds. Cash Lewandowski with another good run, setting up a 1st and goal for Rockers. It was 3rd and 8. Titans thought there was a chance they could get the ball back there, but a 1st down after a powerful run from the sophomore. Sets up a 1st and goal with a chance to make this game 38-17. Hawklets come out, bunch of receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the top of the screen. They'll move the running back. I believe that's Cash Lewandowski to the left. It's going to be a speed option. Luce calls his own number up the middle. Touchdown, Rockers. He will walk in. They've called that speed option a few times today. This time, for the first time, Luce keeps it, calling his own number, and will walk in for a touchdown. Good blocking up front from that Hawklets all-senior offensive line. That'll make your score 37-17. Priestland will attempt the extra point. This game wasn't already over. That should definitely do it. The extra point is up and good. 38-17. Rockers leads. And with that, we'll take a quick break here on 810varsity.com. I've been Cade Ricketts.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done. Anything else?
No, golf club? Not for me. For a friend.
Of course,
I'm just anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know. I went to Dix.com.
Thank you, I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Welcome back to Tony Severino Field. As the Hawklets just scored a touchdown, it was loose on the speed option, keeping it himself up the middle for a touchdown, extending this lead to 38-17. They will now kick the ball off to the Lee Summit West Titans. With only 2:40 left to go, I expect the Titans just to run the ball and get out of this one. Rockers will improve their record on the season to 4-0, trying to climb that ranking. They're number 2 in the Metro. Only one team to pass. It's going to be returned by the Titans. Working to the right, nowhere to go, and then tripped up, flag down, a couple of flags down on the return. So the number 1 team in the Metro, the Lee Summit North Broncos, are currently playing the Bentonville Tigers. Yes, Bentonville, Arkansas. They are up 19-17, so a close game there, but if Bentonville can find a way to upset Lee Summit North, that would propel Rockers to more than likely the number 1 team in the Metro. Currently sitting number 2 on the 8-10 top 25. So a block in the back on West there will push them back, giving them even worse starting field position as they will start on their own 8-yard line.
Half the distance to the goal, 1st and 10 at the 8.
So West will come out here. I'll expect them to honestly just hand the ball off to Duncan a few times and get this game over with. They'll come out 2 receivers to the right, send a receiver in motion. Excuse me, that guy's just, that receiver's just running off the field. They had too many men on the field, so take the snap. Actually looking downfield, hands it off. Room to work with to the right, and then brought down. Snipe up the middle. Another flag down, though. So we'll see. Can't push them back too much further than where they already are.
After this is the goal, moves it back to the 4.
So now 1st and 14 for the Titans on their own 4-yard line. They will more than likely hand the ball off here. On their own 4, just trying to avoid the safety. Gonna actually drop back and throw it. He's got a man on the sideline. It's gonna be caught, but out of bounds, stopping the clock. Caught by Kobe Taylor, number 88, on the sideline, picking up about 10, setting up a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 4 to 14.
That'll now be 2nd and 4 for Lee Summit West. Some substitutions for the Hawklets. The receivers to the left. Driving back once again, throwing a screen, but it is going to be blown up. Big hit there. Nowhere to go on the screen play, blown up by, that's Chase Hammerschmidt getting in there and driving him backwards.
Pass complete for her to Sims. Right down by
That was Sims, who had a touchdown earlier in this game for West.
Loss of 4 brings up 3rd down and 8 at the 10.
3rd and 8 now for the Titans. With 1:12 left to go, the clock continues to run. This time is all but about over here. Rolling out right for Titans, looking downfield, and we'll just throw it away.
Herrera's pass incomplete out of bounds. Chase Hammerschmidt covering on the play. Brings up 4th and 8 at the 10.
So that'll lead to a 4th and 8. And they will punt the ball away to Rockers, who will more than likely just take a knee and end this game. Short punt there. It's going to take a friendly bounce and roll to around the 40-yard line. And that is where the Hawklets will all but just take victory formation as they are up 38-17. An impressive win by the Hawklets, able to run the ball. With Von Fahm early, finding a lot of success. But that will all but do it here at Tony Severino Field. The Hawklets improved to 4-0, continuing their impressive march this season as they continue to become one of the top teams in the Metro. They take a knee, and the clock runs, and that should end this one. They'll have to take possibly one more knee with 37 on the and 35 on the game, 32 on the play. So one more knee should do it here for Rockers, and they will officially be 4-0, a big win here at home against Lee Summit West, who gave them a few scares early in the fourth, late in the third, but able to do what they needed to get away with a win here. So looking forward for both these teams. Lee Summit West next week has a home game against Lee Summit, who's having a really impressive season, so that's not an easy game for the Titans at all. And then for Rockers, they're on the road at Bishop Miege, who's currently 0-2. Not sure what's going on tonight with them, but 0-2 on the season. So Rockers should be able to hopefully take care of business there too and improve to 5-0, but you never know. That will do it here on 810varsity.com. I've been Cade Ricketts. And this has been a good one. Thank you so much for listening. Good night.